Coming up next on TVM-News, we have updates on a Monroe County man who collided with a utility pole while cycling over the weekend. Also, Michelle Obama reveals why she skipped the inauguration. And we have news on a police search for a man who allegedly vandalized and broke into a school in Monroe County. All that and much more coming up on TVM-News.
Good afternoon and welcome to TV-Marywood News. Today is Friday, April 25th. I'm Caitlin Klotz. Today we have news about an attempted break-in at a Monroe County school, and we also have news about a motorcycle accident. We will be also checking in with weather anchor Brielle Sheeland and sports anchor Vincent Goldschmidt to find out the latest in Marywood and professional sports. Join us for the Kyle Jenkins Jr. recital on Saturday, April 26, 2025, from 3 to 4 p.m. in the Schwartz Center, Marion Chapel. Marywood Women's Soccer one-day clinics are for serious soccer players who are currently enrolled in grades 8 through 12. It is $75 to enroll your future athlete. These clinics are a great way to experience the campus, meet the team, and get to know us as a coaching staff, and a great way for us to evaluate you. These ID clinics are only open to our prospects, so it's a great way to meet future teammates as well. Parents and guardians are more than welcome to film the sided scrimmage if you need it for recruiting purposes. When we come back, we'll tell you about why Michelle Obama skipped Trump's second inauguration.
When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely. To keep your child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
Hollywood, here we come! The Atom has arrived!
Have a seat, my dude. For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Impressive!
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
The FBI assesses that some Venezuelan government officials likely facilitate the migration of members of the violent gang Tren de Aragua from Venezuela to the United States to advance the Maduro regime's objective of undermining public safety in the U.S. The Trump administration is filing federal charges after hearing that an illegal immigrant convicted of manslaughter is set to be released over 6 years early by the California state government. Oscar Eduardo Ortega Anguiano was driving drunk, high, and speeding at nearly 100 miles an hour on the freeway in Orange County, California. In November 2021, when he crashed into a car being driven by a young couple, 19-year-olds Inaya Varlomev and Nikolay Osokin, which was killed them both in spring of 2022, he was convicted of 2 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. It was reported on Wednesday morning that Ortega Anguiano would be released by California state government on July 19th after serving just 3.5 years of his 10-year sentence. Former First Lady Michelle Obama revealed another reason why she skipped President Donald Trump's second inauguration, and this time it had to do with her wardrobe. It started with not having anything to wear. Obama said in a Monday episode of her podcast, IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. The View co-hosts unloaded on President Donald Trump for saying that giving mothers a $5,000 bonus was a good idea during the show on Wednesday, claiming that the notion was insulting and racially motivated. Goldberg sarcastically introduced the segment, saying she was incredibly insulted by the idea and the administration didn't understand how women's bodies work. I will say this, I paid in my money. I want my money from Social Security. I'm sorry, Goldberg began. It is not anybody else's responsibility but mine to make sure I keep my payments up. That's the first thing, but let me talk about some of the things the administration has slashed, which is why I'm so not only insulted by the amount of money, because yes, $5,000, it sounds like a lot of money, but if you can't pay your rent, if you can't pay for your after-school programs for your kids, etc. Trump responded to a question on Tuesday about whether the administration was considering a bonus for mothers who have babies, to which he responded, "Sounds like a good idea to me." When we come back, we'll tell you about a neglectful mother who is finally being charged.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
COVID-19 has been a really long and difficult fight.
So when we start talking about COVID, I completely get it. It's frustrating.
We've all been impacted one way or another.
The fight against COVID is also changing really quickly.
And it's sometimes really hard to keep up.
So here are a few things we know.
We are not fighting the same virus from 2020.
Right now, new variants are a lot more contagious and need to be taken seriously.
Getting vaccinated and staying boosted is the best way to keep you protected from COVID-19 and help you stay out of the hospital.
Even if you got COVID before, it's important that you go get your COVID booster.
COVID vaccines are safe.
Much safer than getting COVID-19.
We all want this to end sooner than later.
So go ahead and do things.
Go out and live your life, but get vaccinated. Stay boosted.
We can all do our part.
And get back to living. You can go to getvaccineanswers.org for more information.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training on a Friday afternoon, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. You don't know how much somebody can hide what's going on inside their head. Store your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
A motorcyclist from Monroe County who was badly wounded from a collision with his weekend with a utility pole died of his injuries Tuesday in a Bethlehem hospital. Michael Crumpler, 38, of Middle Smithfield Township, died of blunt force trauma at 2:27 p.m., Coroner Daniel Bellugio said in a statement. An 11-year-old girl in pain, the restraints binding her to her bed in Luzerne County gnawed at her scrawny body. She not only begged the mother to pull them off of her, but the plea fell on deaf ears. Criminal complaints brought this week by county detectives against the child's mother, Amanda Gregorio, and Nana, Stacy Louder, alleged months of abuse and neglect that came to an end late last year when battered, bruised, and just 50 pounds she made it to a hospital. Louder and Gregorio are facing myriad charges including aggravated assault, reckless endangering, and child endangerment. It's a popular question for children. What do you want to be when you grow up? Students from the Graham Academy got the chance to try out their dream careers thanks to the city of Wilkes-Barre. The kids traded the classroom for the workforce, being named the honorary mayor, fire chief, police chief, and city council person for the day. Police are searching for a person responsible of allegedly vandalizing and attempting to break into a Monroe County high school. According to the Stroud Area Regional Police, faculty and staff at Notre Dame High School in East Stroudsburg reported that a male drove into the parking lot on April 21st in a small gray car and stayed on the property for 3 hours. Police say during that time that the suspect vandalized a Ten Commandments monument and forcibly attempted to gain entry into the school. Up next, we have a story about a lawnmower that caused an entire home to burn down.
It went up so fast there wasn't nothing you can do. The smoke was so bad I couldn't even breathe to go back in there to try to get anything else. So.
Michael Rice's son mowed the lawn Friday afternoon. Then he put the lawnmower back in the garage like he did every week.
It was a kitchen smoke alarm. I ran in the kitchen, seen smoke coming through the door from the garage, opened the garage door up and the whole lawnmower was on fire.
Rice says he tried to put the fire out, but within minutes it was spreading to the rest of the house. The home now a total loss.
You know, the Lord was with us, that's for sure. I mean, Yeah, nobody got hurt. I got a couple little burns, but that ain't no big deal. Yeah, we all got out and got safe, safe. So, yeah, I'm real thankful for that.
Rice hopes by sharing some of his family's tragedy, they might prevent others from going through the same.
Yeah, if you got a riding mower, I definitely wouldn't keep it in the garage.
In a social media post, the Georgetown Police Department says they've responded to 2 serious incidents involving mowing equipment just this month. They urge homeowners to let equipment cool down completely, store it in a well-ventilated area, store fuel in appropriate containers, away from heat sources, and keep flammable materials far away.
Pictures of stuff you can't replace, clothes we can buy, but a lot of stuff, there's no way to replace it, so, I mean, it's awful.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
TVM sports anchor Vincent Goldschmidt has the latest happening in Marywood and national sports. Over to you, Vincent.
Thanks, Katie. Ahead of their penultimate conference series, the Pacers had 3 games this week to tune up before facing Marywood-University, set to kick off this afternoon. Starting at Lycoming College, the game needed extra innings where the Warriors would walk it off in the 10th. Returning home to host Eastern University for a doubleheader, a blow-up 5th inning would cost the Pacers Game 1. Fortunately, the Bats came out swinging in Game 2, scoring 11 runs in the first 2 innings to split the day. Marywood is running out of time to right the ship, sitting 2 games outside the AAC playoffs with just 6 games remaining. Both Marywood lacrosse teams ended their regular seasons with games against Newman University. Staying at home, the men's team eked out a 13-12 victory, thanks in large part to John Scabello's 6-goal performance, setting a new season high. Down in Aston, the women's team's defense unraveled in the second quarter, issuing 9 goals before another 8 in the second half. The playoff standings are set, with the men's team making the trip to Arlington to face Marymount University, who they narrowly lost to 3 weeks ago. As for the women's team, they will return back to Aston to face the Knights, looking for a different result than Wednesday night. Yesterday was draft day in the NFL, with the first 32 selections taking place in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Among the headlines was seeing the Tennessee Titans select Cam Ward first overall, the Jacksonville Jaguars trade to the 2nd overall pick to take Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, and the New York Giants drafting Abdul Carter 3rd overall and then trading back into the 1st round to select Jackson Dart. One bigger than all of the above was projected top pick Shedeur Sanders, son of Hall of Fame cornerback Deion Sanders, falling out of the 1st round completely. With 2 more days of drafting left, all 32 teams have the chance to revitalize their rosters with the prospects from this year's class. Staying in the realm of drafting, one of college basketball's top prospects has decided to turn pro. Wednesday morning, Rutgers guard Ace Bailey declared for the NBA draft. In his lone season as a Scarlet Knight, Bailey averaged over 17.5 points per game and 7 rebounds. Bailey is joined by fellow Rutgers teammate Dylan Harper and Duke standout Cooper Flagg as the consensus top 3 picks in the draft. Currently sitting with 79 points, Liverpool could clinch the English Premier League with a winner tie over Tottenham Sunday morning. The only other team in the Premier League who could steal the title from Liverpool is the Arsenal Gunners. The only possibility of the Gunners taking the league is by winning the remaining 4 matches, with the Reds dropping their final 5 while also needing a 10-goal differential in their favor. With any other outcome, Liverpool will claim the Premier League for just the 2nd time in club history, with the other result being in the 2019-2020 campaign. With the latest in sports, I'm Vincent Goldschmidt. TVM News will return after these messages.
Here we go.
3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
COVID-19 has been a really long and difficult fight.
So when we start talking about COVID, I completely get it. It's frustrating.
We've all been impacted one way or another.
The fight against COVID is also changing really quickly.
And it's sometimes really hard to keep up.
So here are a few things we know.
We are not fighting the same virus from 2020.
Right now, new variants are a lot more contagious and need to be taken seriously.
Getting vaccinated and staying boosted is the best way to keep you protected from COVID-19 and help you stay out of the hospital.
Even if you got COVID before, it's important that you go get your COVID booster.
COVID vaccines are safe.
Much safer than getting COVID-19.
We all want this to end sooner than later.
So go ahead and do things.
Go out and live your life, but get vaccinated. Stay boosted.
We can all do our part.
And get back to living. You can go to getvaccineanswers.org for more information.
Up next, we have a story about a famous World War II ship that sank in the Pacific Ocean.
A recent revisiting of a famous World War II shipwreck revealed new secrets as explorers discovered a vintage wood-trimmed vehicle and a massive hidden mural in the belly of the vessel. The site of the USS Yorktown, an aircraft carrier that sank in the Pacific Ocean in 1942, has been visited by NOAA explorers before, but a recent remote rover revisit ventured into the ship's unexplored aft hangar deck. There, the crew spotted a mysterious vintage vehicle buried in the silt. It was tentatively identified as a 1940s-era Ford Super Deluxe Woody, similar to the one seen here. But what was it doing there? A prevailing theory suggests the car could have been used by high-ranking officials for foreign port business. Additionally, the rover's camera spotted a beautiful hand-painted map mural hidden inside one of the Yorktown's elevator shafts. The massive 42 by 12-foot painting appeared to chronicle the world travels of the intrepid carrier, which continues to reveal military maritime mysteries galore. Not so mysterious, but just flat-out cool, are these up-close images shared by NASA of a peanut-shaped asteroid recently encountered by the agency's Lucy spacecraft. The Jupiter-bound probe got within 600 miles of the rocky oblong object, close enough to capture detailed images of its craggy, dappled surface. Am I the only one that thinks it's kinda cute? Yeah, I know asteroids could have world-destroying potential. I saw Armageddon once on a bus with the sound muted, but I got the gist. I'm just saying, as far as peanut-shaped doomsday delivery devices go, this is one shell of an adorable one. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of TV-Marywood News. Be sure to like and subscribe to the TVM YouTube page to see all of the latest TVM content, and follow the TVM Instagram to stay up to date with everything TVM has to offer. For Vincent Goldschmidt, Brielle Sheeland, and everyone at TVM News, I'm Caitlin Klotz. Have a great weekend, Marywood.